Hey guys, it's Goss. I got a quick match against a guy from the TPX that I just had it. I wasn't going to upload this one. I was going to upload a match I had. There was 42 turns, and I counted about 27 of those turns to be all hacks. I got a freeze punch, like a frozen ice punch. It was an RU match. I hit this guy's Meg Mortar, and his Meg Mortar was frozen for a good 16, 17 turns. It was hilarious. I felt bad, so I kept it alive. So getting into this match, I lead off with Mian Chao, go right into a U-turn, predicting rocks. So I figured I'd go with Jirachi, see if I could paralyze it and set up my own rocks. But he actually makes a really good play and tricks me at choice specs. So pretty much crippling my Jirachi. Hopefully I'll be able to bring it in and either get some sort of just setting up wishes, because this is especially defensive wish Jirachi. Hopefully I can set up some wishes, maybe some body slams or Iron Head. I don't really see that happening, so I'm probably just going to use it for sleep fodder or whatever else that he may have on his team. But looking at the team viewer, I didn't show you this time, but this actually looks like to be a really, really good opportunity for Heatran to start coming in and sweeping, because the only real threat to me that he has on his team is Flygon, which I'm predicting is Scarf, because nobody really runs Choice Band Flygon or Life Orb Flygon in UU, or not in UU, in OU Standard. So I guess I don't know what he was doing, sending in Xatu. I don't have anything, like, I already had Rock set up, so there's no, and so did he, so there's no real point to bounce back anything. I like Xatu. I think it's a great Pokemon, especially with Magic Bounce and RU. It really helps out the tier a bit, but I really think that he's using this one kind of all wrong. It's more of an offensive set, and so I'm just trying to set up an additional flame charge, because I'm thinking if that if the Flygon's scarfed, it'll be able to come in. My air balloons popped already. I have hidden power ice, fire blast, and earth power, so I have super effective moves on all of his Pokemon. So here I get confused hacks, I think twice. And then set up my second flame charge, thinking, oh, whatever, I can live a Shadow Ball, no problem, and even if it's a crit, or even if he gets a special defense drop, I don't really care, because at this point I could just sweep. And here I get really cocky. I think that he's gonna predict my fire move, I wanted to go for HP Ice. I should have gone for HP Ice. But I didn't know if he was going to predict that or not, because most Heatrans carry HP Ice. But I go for the Fire Blast, and it misses, and as it misses, he confuses me again. So I get confused hacks again after missing the Fire Blast. So it's basically kicking me while I'm down. It's not really... I'm not enjoying myself at this point. It has become pretty gay. I wanted to rage quit, but that's not really my style, so I'm just going to play it out, and I could probably play around the rest of his team. Assuming Flygon isn't scarfed, I'll be able to sweep his whole team with Medicham, but if it is scarfed, it's going to give me a bit of a problem, and we're going to have to put Conkeldurr to work. I didn't realize it until now that I could have easily just switched out to Jirachi and past Heatran a wish, because I could have taken Shadow Balls, and you know what, I was just so mad at all the hacks that I didn't really think about it. I didn't want to give up my +2. So he goes into Lapras. I didn't know what he was going to do. I thought he might go for the Ice Shard, but it's quad resisted from a non-physical Pokemon. So I was really praying that I could break out of confusion here, because if I snap out of confusion now, I could sweep the rest of his team. But of course, I get fucking confused hacks. And he goes for another Ice Shard. I live my confusion with 12 HP. He goes for an Ice Shard. And that's the end of Heatran. So I think I'm going to bring in Mian Chao. Yeah, so I'm going to bring in Mian Chao, and I was like, okay, well, Adamant, Reckless, Choice Scarfed, If his Flygon's max attack, I'll be faster. But he goes into Nidoking predicting the fighting move or the U-turn. So I'm just going to high jump kick it. It's probably life orbed. If it's scarfed, it doesn't matter. I'm faster anyway, with max speed or not. So I don't mind. But I go for the second high jump kick. Get hacked again. Again, I get hacked. So he goes for the Earth Power, and that's going to take out Mienshao from that range. That's no problem. Now, I can come in and revenge Nidoking. That isn't an issue. It's just now that I have to. Now, I'm out my Scarfer and my Special Sweeper. So all I have left is a crippled Jirachi, Conkeldurr, Medicham, and very nice. So he goes for Thunderbolt. I thought that he got a crit. This is the max HP, max defense Jellicent from the Smogon set. I didn't want to go for the Recover because I know these things carry Bolt Beam. The ones that don't carry Sucker Punch always carry Bolt Beam. So I just figured I could take it out with a Scald. If it's doing that much damage, it's clearly max speed, max attack, or max special attack, sorry. I didn't know what this Flygon was going to do. I figured he might U-turn on me, and I am max HP, max defense, so I decided to go with the Recover. But it turns out he's just going to go right into the Earthquake. Don't blame him. Safe play. It would have been able to hit anything that I had on my team. So now I'm going to go into Medicham, and I guess he predicts the Ice Punch and goes into his Lapras, which was really the only prediction that he made the entire match. This match would have been, I think, just about over by now if I didn't get hacked out so much with Heatran. But that's okay, you know, these things happen. I just wanted to show you guys that hacks is a bitch. But I mean, even if you try to play your cards right, you can come out on top even with that much hacks. Now, sometimes I like using guys that are based around hacks, but it's just not really my style either. You know, it's not effective in the sense that it's reliable. It can work. When it works beautifully, but that's very seldom. And he got lucky with getting as many Confuse hacks as he did. He had 2 guys on his team with Confuse Ray. I missed a Fire Blast. I took Flamethrower out for Fire Blast because there's just too many opportunities where guys were getting left with just a smidgen, and I wasn't killing them, where Fire Blast would have easily killed it. It's not really the type of move that you can PP stall, because anything that's resistant to it, I would either just switch moves or switch Pokemon. So I wasn't worried about the PP. I'm never really ever worried about getting PP stalled. So I'm going to go ahead and kill his Lapras with Iron Heads. Figured I'd lock myself into that. I didn't have anything to wish past into, and I didn't want to lock into Body Slam because it just wouldn't have done enough damage, and he probably would have been able to kill me, and I didn't know what the rest of that Lapras set was. So he's going to go into Bronzong. I'm going to go in Conkeldurr. I know if he is like a trick set with Confuse Ray, he's probably all bulk. That's okay. I'm just going to set up a bulk up, and it turned out to be faster, which is good. I figured he might have T-Wave. I wasn't worried about T-Wave. I kind of wanted to get T-Waves because I have it would give me the Guts boost. But he goes into Confuse Ray, and I'm just going to set up another bulk up. So hopefully I can get to +2. If he does run T-Wave, that'd be great. And good for him, because then he could run Parafusion on a lot of my guys. But you know, it's a good set. Bronzong's an excellent Pokemon. I think it's an OU, but it's not one of those overused guys. It's good. It's got great typing and a great ability. It lacks, well, Metagross lacks Levitate, but makes up for it in many other ways. I run an Agility Metagross. I love it. It works out really well, except for, you know, when you get like the 5% Zen Headbutt miss. Mine runs Zen Headbutt. I know a lot of you guys might think that's stupid, but it actually works. It's good for Rotom Wash. It's a 2-hit KO on most Rotoms. But, so yeah. Bronzong's going to go down to a Drain Punch. Thundurus is going to come out. I'm pretty sure he's going to set up a sub. I want to do another bulk up, but I don't really need one at this point. I'm kind of worried that he just might maybe sub Nasty Plot, and either way he's going to outspeed me. But he decides to go for a Thunder Wave. And I thought, that's fine with me. I got guts now. I could probably take it out with a Mach Punch, because these guys usually run speed, special attack, not really any bulky sets out there. But I decided to just go with a Stone Edge. I know it's not safe, especially with Paralyze. There could be the Paramiss combo there, especially with the hacks I've been getting this match. But I go forward, it hits. He's going to send out Flygon on +2. He's Scarfed. So there's nothing that he can really do at this point, unless, of course, I get Para-Hacks and he gets a crit, maybe. That'll screw me over. But judging out the damage, even if he did get a crit, it wouldn't kill me. Not after Leftovers and Drain Punch, assuming that it went through. So if this Drain Punch doesn't kill him, I was just going to go into a Mach Punch, hopefully not getting haxed. But that's not the case. I ended up breaking through hacks. So there was a hacks-based team that, was pretty good. Nothing that I really recommend for standard OU. But, it was a good battle. I'm not going to put who it was against because he doesn't have a YouTube, and I'm pretty sure he's new to this based on the way he was battling. So that was it, guys. I'll come at you with another battle maybe tomorrow or the next day. I'll try to get one that's worth recording, but lately I've been having really hacksy battles.